Live from the studio of his parents' basement, the Have You Seen It podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. My name is Mason Knight. Sitting across from me is the one and only Cash Kraus. But before we begin, if you guys can please be sure to smash that like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so we drop videos here every single day. So with us at Cash, what are we reviewing today?
Well, 'tis the season, my guy. It's a holly jolly month, I guess. I don't know what's going on out there.
You know, I was going to wear my Christmas sweater, but I was like, it's December 4th. It seems a little premature.
Yeah, it might be warm down here as well.
Yeah.
With that. That would have been a good idea. I like where your head's at. But
Well,
I'm glad you didn't follow through
It was
with
a National Lampoon's one, too.
That would have been good because Beverly D'Angelo is in this from National Lampoon.
Yeah, probably should have done it.
Probably should have kept it to yourself that you were thinking about it.
And I bought it specifically for the podcast, too. Because I figure we're going to be reviewing
We could do
more
another Christmas movie. I love Christmas movies. But this is a new Christmas movie, Mason. It's not one of the classics, at least not yet. It is Violent Night, starring the only person I know. Well, two people, David Harbour and John Leguizamo. I always like Leguizamo in almost everything. Yeah. Almost everything. Oh, Mason, what to say about this? This is Santa Claus if he was a badass, I guess. I'll just give you the quick plot. He's traveling. Of course, it's the most, kids lost all spirits. Santa Claus, he's out of it. We've been hearing that same old fucking tale for 50 years now. He's big, drunk. He lands on this big mansion during Christmas Eve. When he's landing, this family's in the middle of being taken hostage by John Leguizamo and all his bad guys that are just cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Just no-named henchmen who are just there for one reason. And that's to die.
That's to die. By the hands of Santa Claus.
So Santa, he gets trapped in the house with the family, and now he has to protect this family, protect this little girl from these bad guys. It's like a combination of Home Alone, Die Hard, and I'd say that's probably about it. Yeah. Home Alone and Die Hard, I would say. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this, Mason? And is this getting mixed reviews right now? Mixed to positive, actually.
So I'm actually going to be really positive about this film for two reasons. One, the marketing was on point for exactly what kind of film this is. Look, it's the holiday season. The holiday season.
Careful.
I know. But, right, so it's a Christmas
film. Now we own Bing Crosby movie, you idiot.
But we do go in with certain expectations when we see a film like this. It's obviously rated R. It's catered towards adults. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be funny. And you're supposed to just unplug and enjoy yourself during this ridiculous film called Violent Night. And I thought for what it was, they executed it very well. And I actually had a good time because I didn't have expectations coming into this in the aspect of, is this going to be a good movie? Is the dialogue going to be great? No, this is one of those, okay, sit down, unplug, enjoy, have a good time. Yeah. And that's what it was for me. And I walked out of it, obviously, is it going to hit my top 10? Was it one of my favorite films of all time?
Definitely not.
No. But again, I had a lot of fun with it. And I would recommend people, and especially adults, if you want to go see a fun Christmas film that we don't get very often, then go see Violent Night because it was a good time.
Yeah, I enjoyed the action aspects of it, but I did not enjoy the story at all, and I wanted it to be more Die Hard-esque, more kind of grounded and realistic, because Die Hard is hilarious too. The first Die Hard is very funny, but I wanted to be, it was rated R, but I thought they could have done a lot more with the rated R for sure. People are still dying off screen in this. And you could have fucking got rid of some of the family as well, I thought, and really made it I thought, more high stakes. Because in Die Hard, when you're watching it, I will compare a lot because it does feel like Die Hard, and they even have Die Hard tie-in jokes in the film. But in Die Hard, you feel like things are really at stake in Die Hard. People could actually die. His wife could die. They're killing these hostages. Mm-hmm. They're not doing that. I hated the henchmen in this. The henchmen had, just comically bad, like 90s henchmen, where they never, if it was a main character, they wouldn't shoot their guns. They would run to the person. Yeah. I fucking hate that. And in Die Hard, the henchmen are so fucking good. They all have personalities. They're all like their own individual characters. And they all, if they see you, they shoot you. It's that simple, right? Yeah. Which in this, the movie starts out where the henchmen, they're killing everyone. But then as soon as they see this guy in Santa Claus, they're gonna take him hostage when they know the only people that they're gonna take are the family.
And there was some.
Why not kill him?
Yeah,
There's so many times where they could have shot him.
Oh, 100%. There were some serious continuity issues, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, Santa Claus upstairs looking down, he goes, find any hostages, shoot them on sight.
Yeah.
And then they see Santa Claus, and it's, hey, come out of behind the tree,
Why?
behind the tree. Well, and then
And multiple times they catch him off guard and they go, grab him.
Yeah. Get him.
And even though he's been wiping people out this entire time, and it's just, I hate that. You could have made this movie film a lot better, I felt, by making it a little more realistic, putting me, because I never felt like he was at risk at all.
Yeah.
Until the last 5 minutes, we can talk about that. But I mean, even then, I'm like, this guy's not dying.
No, and I knew he wasn't dead either, and I knew it was going to be, you just got to believe.
If they just had killed off one parent even, or family member or something, someone that was important, and that
Not
was
the boyfriend.
not the
The
guy
movie
from
star
Never Back
boyfriend.
Down,
Yeah.
not that guy, because that guy I felt like it was gonna die the whole time, but had killed, just gave me, or killed the mom, the main
Yeah,
mom.
the mom would have been good.
The old Beverly
Yeah.
D'Angelo.
Or to go back to the henchman real quick, that was one of my problems. So the specific scene I'm referring to is you have the mom, the aunt, and the boy, and the guy gets the order. The guy with the long hair gets the order to kill them
Yeah,
all.
it's so slow.
And he's like going back and forth, and it's like in real life, if you get a call to execute those people, you go,
especially
and
this,
then it's over.
which is this. Yeah, the writing was not good. Let's be honest, the writing
it
was just
wasn't.
not good. The action scenes were cool, but the writing was not good because the whole time, you always have the one henchman who's off the rails, right? And this guy, I think, was trying to do his best, but the writing to make this guy seem crazy was not good.
It was rough.
He was a guy that was. It seemed like he was pretending to be the guy that was crazy. That's how it felt in the film, and he was. Yeah, it was just never no risk. I felt there was nothing at risk at all.
What is that? What is that film? It involves the plane, but he goes from being like a very effeminate, like he's like very gay, and the flight attendant to a complete
Blood
psychopath.
Red? Was that? What
Yeah,
was it? Blood
yeah.
Rage or something like that?
I don't know, but
the vampire one that was really
yes,
good.
But that's always what I see for like a good henchman.
Yeah, well, that's how it is in
that
Die
kind of
Hard
turn.
too. Like
Yeah,
those
it
guys
is.
are like really nice at the start and whatnot, and then bam, and that's how John Leguizamo kind of was.
Mm-hmm.
I hated. There's another really stupid part where they're running to this safe room, and for some reason, this safe room has 2 doors. Have you ever heard of a safe room that has 2 doors?
Not one time in my life. Has
Not
a
safe at
safe
all.
room had 2 doors. That might be a security risk.
A huge
okay?
risk, man.
It ends up being one.
So, anyways, so at the very start, they know that these henchmen are killing everyone. They hear gunshots. They see people die. They run to this room, and John Leguizamo comes out the door. For some reason, these bodyguards aren't loading this guy with lead.
Nope. They're just standing there.
They go grab him. They run up and of course John Leguizamo, all fucking 4'11" of him. Oh, he has this like mall cop baton.
Yeah.
That he uses.
Well, and it
throughout.
was his
It's his
signature
calling-
move.
For some
Yeah.
reason, why? And honestly, I did not love John Leguizamo in this role too much. I mean, I felt like he was again doing his best, but he's a great character actor, and he's really at his best when he's playing these over the top characters. Well, this one, he was playing a pretty level headed henchman. Who, of course, they had to write some reason he hated Christmas.
Okay,
why
so
did they
that
have
part,
to do that?
I don't. That part was like so cringe.
So forced in there.
It was. That was annoying. Where he's like, "This will finally be the last Christmas." Like it was his mission, his calling card.
Which he
his
didn't
whole
know
life.
Santa Claus was going to be there.
No, had no idea.
No idea at all.
Nope.
And his goal was not to ruin. He wasn't setting out just to ruin Christmas for these people. He wanted their money.
$300 million.
It just happened to be on Christmas. He could have done it any day of the year. I guess.
could have.
But there's this shoehorned story about him being really excited about going getting presents, but then he surprises his grandpa who falls to the stairs
And dies.
But his family was like, he's a murderer. And
he's like, I didn't push
hate
him."
Christmas. It was a total Grinch,
The Grinch
move.
story, yeah, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Is like they were taking all these different elements from these, but not using the best parts of these Christmas stories. But like I said, it was fun. I wish I would have went in there kind of drunk. I guess maybe
Yeah.
like it was.
That
But-
probably would have helped.
I was just hoping there to be it didn't need to be a good story because Christmas movies are never very good unless it's like an It's a Wonderful Life or something. But I was just waiting for it to have a little bit more. I thought the best element of the writing was it flashing back to him being a Viking. I thought
that was a
but
unique.
They did not use it enough.
They didn't use it enough, and I agree, because I would have liked to know the backstory even a little bit more.
Yeah.
And maybe something traumatic that would have happened in his past to
And
cause
tie-
him
exactly.
to want to do this.
Yeah, because it's never made clear why he was made Santa Claus.
No.
Like, he never seemed like he was the right man for the job. I figured there's some kind of story element where he became good. Never showed that, though. It
No,
just
it
showed
didn't.
that he was a merciless Viking.
And then you don't really get the tie-in.
And what
as
about the
to-
writing of the Santa Claus magic, to where they just, I don't understand it. I just, it's Metachlorian-esque.
It really is. It's hilarious because the entire film.
I like
they
when
never
I like
explain
when
anything.
Christmas movies give some kind of reasoning of why things can happen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even if there's stupid reasoning,
Yeah.
you know, they could be like, he was gifted by God these powers because he was, you know, he died. Maybe he went to hell. He was given one more chance or whatever. So he was given, but nothing.
No.
Just, I don't know how it works. So, yeah, I don't know. I had problems with the story elements for sure. David Harbour, though, I thought he did a good job. I like Harbour a lot. He plays a good Santa Claus. I mean, I wanted him to be a little more Santa Claus-esque, as in he was just more Harbour-esque. He barely gave us a good ho-ho at all or anything like that.
Yeah, the ho-hos, you know, he tried his best, but,
did, but,
not very merry, I would say. But I do, going back to the action scenes, we haven't talked about it too much, outside of saying that we enjoyed them. But there were a lot of fun action scenes.
Yeah, once you
that-
got to them, they were nice for sure. But it was getting there, the road to there, that made me
times was a
dislike the
little
film.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just thought it didn't know what it really wanted to be. Did it want to be Die Hard, grounded, or did it want to be slapstick, silly, like Home Alone? Like, it totally
Those scenes landed for me, though. I thought they were fucking hilarious. Like the bowling ball coming down and then
those
nail
were all
going
right.
through his
Those were all right because I
mouth.
could see that being, you know, somewhat. But the glue part was
Yeah, that was
straight
whimsical.
up. And then, of course, them just not shooting this girl. I hated that. Come on. They were not the sticky bandits here.
Well, and this girl, like, no offense to the actress, because, like, you know, she did good because that was the character she was supposed to play. So it's not a reflection on this child actor at all, because I thought she performed well. But the dialogue for a 9-year-old
Yeah.
to be like, I believe in Santa. And I get it. You do have to have that element because it's part of the story. But man, oh man, she was really all in on Santa being real. And I was just like, it's almost a little unbelievable. But
Yeah, like I said, I did not like any of the story elements. Even the story of the son robbing the mother as well.
yeah, that was
like-
a little weakly thought out.
Yeah, and
you
then
know?
at the end, of course, her not being mad at all. He stole $300 million from him. Like,
She was
that.
proud of him. She said, that's what I did to your dad before I killed
But
your
then there
dad.
was no real backstory of like what she did or what.
Yeah, I have no idea what she does,
I
except-
wanted like everything was just half-assed kind of, except for the action scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all. I guarantee the pitch was Santa Claus kicking ass, nothing else. Be like, all right, that's good enough. You got David Harbour attached, we're in. But it's like none of the story elements, but the action scenes. It was cool. The sledgehammer scene was cool, even though
Yeah,
the
it was.
henchmen were not making any sense. Like.
They weren't shooting.
And-
they were all. I mean, literally, there were
We're
so many
shooting,
times
and
in
let's
this
talk about
film.
how big is that shed that they were in.
Pretty
it was
big
made
shed.
into a labyrinth.
It was.
He was going like they put up partition walls in that shed for some reason, so he was able. But there's 40 guys in that shed. I feel like
There are. There are.
It was
and not only that
huge.
too, but you know they have them surrounded with guns, and then they go in to punch them, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hold on, these guys have guns.
Not
Another
only that,
thing,
but they're hearing that their guys are being taken out. I'm just
I'm
spraying.
spraying. I don't care about other people.
I don't need to see him in my sight.
No.
Oh, no. And these guys, you never get the sense that they cared about.
anyone.
They
no.
were- yeah, for sure. So
There was one scene, and oh my gosh, with John, and it was the funniest scene because they needed it to happen. You could so clearly see that the writing was so weak that they were like, okay, how do we solve this? All right, I've got it. John's just going to unload his entire clip into the barn, you know, after Santa Claus
Yeah.
crashes, and then he's going to pull out his 9, fire all the rounds,
Yeah,
and
well-
then have hand-to-hand combat with Santa instead of just walking up to Santa, laying there and shooting him in the head one time.
Yeah, well,
You know what
I didn't mind. I mean, that was honestly the most, for him just to shooting at the bar and be like, I'm just going to take my chances and hit this guy, where everyone else was run up right to him, and it never worked out for him, honestly. I would gonna go a distance as well, but unload the clip, wait a little bit, make sure you got bullets in your gun.
Right.
Because you know this guy is fucking 100%. At this point, they knew he was magic, but it took John Leguizamo way too long to...
He just refused to believe.
Loved his death, though. Loved John Leguizamo. I thought that was awesome.
Was hilarious.
I wish all the movie was like that. A little more inventive, a little more brutal, too. Because still, I feel like you got that R rating. Fucking go for it, right?
They did go for it in his death because he got sucked
That
up
was
in the
it, I
chimney
know.
with Santa, and that was funny.
I feel like the entire film up into that was like they were borderline going for that PG-13 rating. And eventually they're like, we just can't do it because there's too much blood, I guess. Not a lot of cussing.
No, not a whole lot. Yeah, I would expect it to get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had that weird scene between Santa Claus and the girl where it was like, oh, you can't say ass, you can't say butthole, but you can say anus. And it's
I
like,
know. Nothing really, none of the
That
jokes.
didn't
And
land.
unfortunately, I wanted to be more comedic. I wanted to be more brutal, and it was like right in between of not being enough of either.
I thought there were, I'll be honest though, I did think there were some funny moments. I like the Home Alone scene quite a bit. I thought some of the moments like with the mom on the phone when she's like, you're a shit dick, blah, 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 and then would walk back out of the room. And there were some moments where I thought were funny and I laughed out loud.
I did not.
I would have liked to see more.
I think I only laughed out loud one time. It was when the guy was running and he slid on the couch. The boyfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was out of nowhere. It had no reason at all.
Well, then one time he jumps over the couch and
He
he's
goes
like,
parkour, which I thought I chuckled, but man, I didn't. I thought this film was going to be a lot fucking funnier. There's a lot of stuff you can do to make this funny.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's to throw. I mean, because it's a funny element, but I don't know. It was all right. It's not going to go on my Christmas classic list.
No.
Just yet, because I think there's a lot more that you can do. But for some reason, someone cannot get the violent Santa Claus really, really right. Because, you know, they had that Mel Gibson one, Fat
Yes,
Man.
Fat Man.
That was also just a huge disappointment.
Man, which is unfortunate, you know, like I never saw Fat Man, but after you told me how it was, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just not gonna watch it then.
Yeah. My biggest complaint is I feel like if this was like John Wick level of like henchman stuff where like it was really, really where like these guys weren't just falling down, you know, where like they were really putting up a good fight, I think I would have liked that a lot more. And I would have liked him just kick a little more ass. It takes him a while to get back into things.
Yeah.
He needs the hammer, I guess. Well, once he got the hammer, it was cool.
It was. Budget for this was $20 million. Already made its money back, and we're meeting up Sunday morning, afternoon. So it's looking like this film's going to be making some money. I was actually shocked. I went to the 1 p.m. showing, and my theater wasn't like packed to the brim, but there were people there, and I was like, wow, this is surprising at 1 p.m.
Yeah, that's probably not a great weekend though for this. I'm guessing they thought this was going to be a bigger hit for that.
Yeah,
that's box office worldwide too.
Yeah, but you also have the
good.
10th, the 17th, and the 24th, and you don't think they're going to be people going to Christmas Eve to go see this as a family? Because my family used to go to a movie all the time on Christmas Eve, and this would be one that we would have went to. You know,
you would not have gone to see this. It's rated R, bro.
Not when I'm a kid. I'm saying like when we're like teenagers and
yeah,
adults.
but I think that's the problem with this is you can't take little kids to this. So I think.
No, you can't.
So I mean, I think that hurts it for those Christmas dates a lot. Mm-hmm. I think there's animated movies and stuff out that other people definitely go to see a movie on Christmas, but yeah, I don't think that's very good, dude.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it got. Do you know what it hit on Rotten Tomatoes? I'm more curious about the audience score.
And Avatar is gonna fucking hurt this movie.
Yeah, so Violent Night is currently sitting at 71% with 133 reviews. Audience score is 89%. So that's really not that bad. I would lean closer to the critic side for me. I was actually going to give this right around a C to a C plus in my rating, but it's interesting to see that the audience has given this a B plus here at 89%. Where would you fall in this category? Because I'm right around the C plus, maybe to go as far as B minus.
Yeah,
I'm more C plus.
I'd give it a lot lower than that.
Really?
Yeah, I'd give it probably right around, I don't know, high 60s probably.
Okay, so it's not failing.
No, not failing. It's not the worst Christmas movie for sure.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah, it's.
No.
And there was, I'll be honest, none of the jokes really landed for me, but I wasn't I went what time? I went yesterday at like 4:00, and there was not very many people in my theater.
Really?
And it was the big screen.
Did you go to
too.
AMC too?
Yeah, it was the number 2 thing. It was a big. There was probably, if I would guess, 40 people in my theater.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean,
Upstairs?
no.
Oh, you went downstairs. Oh, downstairs.
I mean, it
Okay.
seats like 400.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I mean, it's.
I thought you were talking upstairs. I'm like, that's not
No,
that bad.
no, because there's only 2 rows upstairs. Yeah. No, man, it was probably around 40 people of in the big showing as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I want to know what I kind of want to know what it was projected to get, but it made its money back. You know, that's pretty decent. And Christmas will be good to this one, but like I said, it's pretty violent, so I don't think you're gonna get a lot of kids to go see it, little kids. But
We definitely have to talk about. I'm trying to find her name, but again, we do love her. She's in Righteous Gemstones. She plays the sister. In
she's
this.
being typecasted as the
Bro,
shitty sister at this point.
That is about as much typecast as you could possibly do.
it's pretty.
I mean, she played the
specific.
exact same character. The exact same
I literally
character?
think your name might have been the same.
It might have been. It really might have been.
Yeah, and she, I was really hoping would be funnier too, as well. You know, because that's Beverly D'Angelo. That's definitely a nod to Vacation.
God, I'm trying to find her. That sucks. I can't find her name. It's not Cam, obviously. Edie?
You know that guy Cam,
Uh-huh.
who's in Never Back Down. You know he's from like Battleground.
No
Click on his name.
way.
His dad owns the Rock Pizza. He's from Tacoma, but his dad owns the Rock Pizza, which is like in Battleground. Like there's a bunch of them in Vancouver.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, he went to Auburn, Washington. That's a guy who I thought maybe was going to have a bigger career. Did not. He was in the Twilight series too.
Well, I mean, he's got a pretty big career. I mean, if you look at his resume,
been
he's
in-
consistently working.
I mean,
but
yeah.
Not like, I
But
get what you're saying.
he was in movies though, like
Yeah.
you would know about. Yeah, but this is the biggest movies he's done probably in 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know any of these other titles. But again, if you're an actor, like just being able to work like that, I mean, fuck, dude. At
He's
least you're
doing
working.
good. He's got money anyways. His dad owns the fucking Rock, which is not my
His
favorite.
dad is The Rock, I've heard.
they look alike. They look a lot alike. Yeah, isn't that weird? That guy's from around here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he's won a couple MTV Music Awards, or Movie Awards, I should say, and then
He was
Teen
hot
Choice
shit. I
Awards.
used to love Never Back Down.
Yeah.
The movie's so stupid, but I used to love it. He was in Twilight at one
Wow,
point.
I can't believe he's 40 already. That's crazy. Yeah, he was in the OC too. That's right.
Yeah, he looks like he's a guy from the OC.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, Mason, is there any other new Christmas movies coming out this year? I don't think there is.
I don't think so.
Nothing to theaters.
But Cash, I should bring it up because you've always wanted to review it, and I've still not seen the film. We should do it eventually one week, and that is
Krampus.
there. You go.
Yeah,
we should do that this year.
For sure. I watch it every year.
Yeah.
I love Krampus.
I have not seen it, but you said it's a good film, so I'm holding you to it. I hope it's as good as what you said.
I think you'll like it. Yeah.
Krampus movie. I wonder if we could watch this anywhere on.
You know what's good is my
any sort of
girlfriend's never seen it either, so I would definitely be down to rewatching that.
Okay.
Again. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's do that.
You want to do that next week?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
And then that, I believe it's on Hulu, is what this is saying. So you can
Cool.
watch it on Hulu. So
No matter what.
if not, I'm sure we
I
can find
rent
it
for
on Prime Video
$2.99,
or
yeah.
something. I mean,
It's worth it, man. If you got to rent it for $3.
I don't care. I'm dude. Yeah, I'll spend money like on a movie.
It's not. It won't be anything too expensive, but it's a good Christmas.
We
one.
we're always renting films here on the Have You Seen It
Oh,
podcast.
for sure,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
here we go. Okay,
$3.99
$3.99 to rent. Perfect.
Can you do that? Can you swing it?
I can swing it.
You want to go splits on it?
Yeah,
You wanna
we'll
go
have
50-50? Can you Venmo me
Yeah,
$2?
can you here's 8 quarters.
All right, man. Yeah, that is Violent Night. Like you said, if you got nothing else to do and you're feeling Christmassy, go. Although it's not the most Christmas film for sure.
No,
I feel like I wish there was a little more Christmas
But again-
magic in it.
Yeah, but again, like despite the flaws, that's what we do. We're film critics, so we'll always go through the flaws of the film. But again, I stand by it. It's a fun enough
It's
film.
it's long also,
It is
which
long.
hurts it. Which
I
full
could
2
should have been
hours,
90
a
minutes.
full 2 hour. Yes,
Yeah.
cut this down. Cut some of those story elements down, and Because like
Between
I said,
the second and third act, I started being like,
oh my god,
dude,
yeah,
come on.
we need to get to these action scenes. You know, that's why I'm here to see Santa Claus murder people.
Yes.
I don't want 4 different scenes of him talking on the walkie-talkie with the girl. You know,
I don't need
give
that.
me 1, 2 tops, but I don't need a lot. It's an hour and 52 minutes. I went into it thinking, holy shit, that is. And unfortunately, by the third act, you do start to feel it.
Well, and I started checking my Apple Watch.
Yeah, I actually
I was
looked
like,
at the
geez, come
runtime. I'm
on.
like, there's no way this movie could be a full 2 hours. Yeah. Christmas
it
movies
is.
are never 2 hours long.
They shouldn't be.
Unless it's like It's a Wonderful Life, you know.
Yeah.
But that hurts it, yeah.
Alrighty, well, that is our review for Violent Night. If you guys like what you've seen here, please be sure to smash the like button, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification as we drop videos here every single week. My name is Mason Knight, that is Cash Kraus, and until next time.
Bye.